Johnny Donkey's bestie Hank the Tank just revealed in a podcast that he has officially abandoned Johnny and he is no longer his problem after he revealed that he spent around $20,000 paying for his lawyer fees, his rent, his food, and blah blah blah. Now, it's been a while since we talked about Johnny Somali. I think you probably even forgot where Johnny even is, what is he doing, how many times is he getting talked on daily basis, off stream, on the street, is he training for his prison activities? I mean, it's two birds with one stone. He has to pay because he's not making any money. He has to pay for his living somehow because he's not in prison yet. The rent is not free and food is not free as well. And it's also good practice for him when gangsters, South Korean gangsters, come towards him. He can release their stress in a matter of seconds. Now, in a podcast, Hank gave us some information on what is going to happen, this and that. So a couple of things he said before that he's like, oh, I stand by this. And now he's like, okay, not anymore. Maybe shit is getting serious and Somali is no longer my problem.
You know, this Johnny Somali thing, we did that interview with you in December.
Yeah.
That whole incident where getting jumped and all that, that was what, like September or October of last year?
October.
It's been almost a year, right?
Right.
So in the past, in all this period of time, you're basically Johnny's savior. You're like his, people say you're like his sugar daddy, you know? So it's kind of like,
It was, yeah.
you know, how much have you personally spent thus far helping and supporting your friend? I mean, it must be a lot of money. Food, alcohol, I mean, the rent, the increased utility costs, the inconvenience of, I mean, there's all these costs that are going to, plus legal fees, I'm sure. Like, how much have you spent so far?
I'm not sure, but I don't buy him alcohol. I mean, I've never bought him alcohol.
I see.
Yeah.
You don't know how much you spent supporting Johnny. Would you say it's over 10,000 US dollars?
Including
Legal fee, everything for Johnny.
legal fees? Yes.
And because of extra money you had to pay because of the inconvenience of Johnny there, over 10,000? Over
Yes.
20,000?
Close to it.
Close to $20,000. You're doing this for a friend who, before he even came to Korea, you didn't even know him personally, right?
No, I didn't.
Wow.
Wow, indeed. Someone who he doesn't even know he spends $20,000 on. Tell me at least you're shakalaka bum bum tam. At least, bare minimum. People don't even spend that for a woman. You know, he's not like super rich as well. He's getting money from his parents. But still, like $20,000 is a lot of money to spend on someone you've never met before. And you just became partners in crime with. You start, drinking together and twerking on each other. Sure, give him a place to stay. But paying for his legal fees and this and that, food and blah, blah, blah. $20,000 is crazy work. Even if he got a double hand twisty gaga from Johnny Somali, he still got ripped off. $20,000. Crazy work.
That's because helping him aligns with my own honor compass.
Yes, Hank, I'm sure Johnny would have done the same thing for you. Obviously, Johnny's an honorable guy. He stands for what he says. He definitely doesn't say some shit and then apologizes and, changes his mind every 5 seconds. He's obviously a decent guy from all his content. And if you're ever in a hard situation that you need $20,000, Johnny will pay you that $20,000. You know why? Because he has honor too. Friendships, besties forever.
If the situation was reversed, Johnny would do as much for you as you've done for him?
Probably not, but
at least he knows it. At least he knows it. At least he's not that much of a donkey, but he is still a donkey for spending $20,000 on someone like Johnny. Honestly, in this case, if your friend is just like Johnny, and even if you've been friends for like 10 years, abandonment. This is the time where you go to get milk and you never come back. Wait, no, that's his house. So you send Johnny to get milk and then you lock the door behind you.
I don't expect I'm doing this for me. I'm not doing this for him, basically.
This is part of your legacy as, you're like a free speech hero, right?
Yes.
This is about liberty.
This is about liberty.
Okay.
This whole podcast is just pure comedy. He's doing this for honor. He's doing this to be known as the guy who helped Johnny Somali. Everyone's going to respect him and everyone's going to love him because he's a real man. He's going to be so liked. He is absolutely loved that he is helping Johnny Somali right now. Hank, I want to take it back. You are actually a full option donkey. Now, I guess he come to a conclusion that, okay, maybe after 8 months, I think people are going to respect me and call me an honorable guy, a legend who helped Johnny Somali. Maybe it's enough for me to, help Johnny. I think $20,000 is a lot. And finally, he revealed that Johnny is no longer with him.
So, out of his safety, I'm not gonna mention where Johnny is right now.
Doesn't everyone already assume he's living with you?
That's
Everyone already knows he's there.
That's what they assume, and then let them keep assuming a bunch of things.
You know what? Yeah, I think I thought, because you got a nice place from what I've seen from videos, but I'm like, I don't know if that's good for two guys living together.
It's not.
And I figure like eventually you got to kick him out, put him in like a koshi one or something. You know, those tiny little.
Yeah.
He might be in a koshi one then.
Might be
nearby.
Yes. Might be, yes.
Isn't that kind of where he was?
Well,
that time he got punched by that special forces guy. What's his name? Dalgun or something like that.
Dalgun, yes.
Now, don't be fooled by Johnny and Hank, where they show love to each other by grinding on each other, drinking together, and this and that. Off stream, 100%. Living together must be hell for Hank when Johnny gets drunk out of his mind, starts puking everywhere, starts throwing out shit left and right. And especially for someone who doesn't pay rent and he's eating all Hank's food and, maybe peeing and not flushing. I don't know what goes on. This shit slowly starts bothering you. If you've been in Hank's situation, you understand when you had a friend over, this and that. And over here, it's not a mystery. It's very obvious where Johnny is right now. Like, he's in a hostel, but a private hostel. I don't know if it's... I don't think he can be with, like, other people in the same room, even though it'll be a cheaper option for him. But you never know. Someone might come from behind and finger him from behind. It's not safe for him, for Johnny to stay there. You never know. South Korea is a very dangerous place for Johnny right now, and Johnny is a big target for South Korean people while he's sleeping. You don't know, someone might come and bloop, start fingering his ear or spank his ass. It's not safe for Johnny to be amongst other people in the same room while sleeping. And in the podcast, Hank revealed that he's gonna move to China. He's gonna leave all these things behind. He is tired of this. What happened to Brothers of Crime? Well, turned out Johnny's a donkey as well, and I want to get away with him as soon as possible. He didn't say that, but this is what he's implying. He kicked him out of his house. He's no longer paying for his lawyer fees, 100%. Johnny's all by himself right now. No more Daddy Hank to help him. I don't feel bad because he dug this hole for himself, and he always backed down. And he was like, you know what? All of you can, suck my tiny dick. I do what I want to do, who I want to do it to, and... who are you to tell me that I can't do this? Watch me. He became one of the most hated people on the internet, and he thought this is going to play in his favor by, rage baiting people. He's going to get a lot of money, but it turned out, no, it's not going to work like that. Even his bestie over here has abandoned him. Now, there was also a lawsuit involved, including Legal Mindset. Legal Mindset was popping Johnny Somali and Hank videos left and right, calling them out for what kind of a donkey they are. And Hank and Johnny were like, you know what? We're going to sue you, Legal Mindset, for defamation. Well, that defamation lawsuit is no longer valid because he just literally revealed on camera, the videos on the internet, that he's just doing it for money. So it is no longer valid in court. If he takes it to court, judge is gonna laugh at his face and kick him in his butt and say, keep your donkey ass out of my court and don't come here again. At least if you wanna sue someone for defamation, don't reveal the reason. The whole reason is you're doing it for money. You just literally, it's no longer valid.
You're really big on free speech, right?
I'm really, really big on free speech.
Is it true that you were trying to sue others for their free speech? Like, were you trying to sue Legal Mindset? Somebody told me you were trying to sue him?
For defamation, yeah.
That's not free speech.
Well, I'm not criminally charging him. I'm suing him. Money!
Wait, so you're free speech...
But if I can extract money out of him, yeah, hell yeah, nigga. But...
So you admit that Legal Mindset, that guy has the right to say everything he says, but you see an opportunity to try and get some money, so you're like, fuck it, I need money or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm like, whatever, that guy's not pro free speech, so,
Not the wisest guy in the world, but parents must be very, very proud. As you can see, he was having some brain farts in the middle of the podcast. Literally, the guy called him out. He didn't know what to say. He just started yapping nonsense. He even dropped the N-word. Crazy stuff. Very, very interesting stuff. I expect nothing less of this guy. But yeah, I just wanted to update you that, Johnny owes him $20,000. This most probably, even if he asks for it, he's not gonna get it back. And his bestie has officially abandoned him. We don't know where Johnny Somali is. He's probably drinking himself in pain, regretting his decisions. Hopefully this whole thing, should talk them into the right mind right now, that he realized that everything he's doing is wrong. And maybe he should stop and get a full-time job. Obviously, he has to wait until his prison sentence is over. Then he'll be eligible for applying for full-time jobs, whatever he is. Also, speaking of that, they keep on saying we're going to get away with it. Nothing's going to happen. It's just a $100 fine. Well, Hank revealed they no longer believe in that. Yes, he's not going to serve years. I already know that. But he is going to serve many, many months.
So if Johnny Somali goes to prison, what are you going to do with your life? Are you going to then spend the rest of your life trying to get him out, because it's liberty, it's free speech, or are you going to focus on something else?
Well, if Johnny Somali goes to prison, right, it's not going to be like years and years upon years. It's going to be like a few months. I'll be like, all right, that part of my part is done. I'm moving to China.
Now, I don't have any contact inside the South Korean court, but according to this channel over here who's been following up with Johnny Somali's activities, he said his next court date is on 13th of August. It's not his sentencing date. He will get sentenced probably by the end of this year. If not, then in 2026. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Anyways, more videos over here. Like, subscription, and if you're new here, it helps out the video on the channel a lot, more than you think. Appreciate you taking... I'm just yapping right now, honestly. Anyways, you take it easy. I'll see you at the next one. I'm just stretching it out. Fucking hell.